Sounds good. I'm so excited about this. So, tell me a
Yes.
little bit about your experience on this show.
Yeah, it was amazing. I had a lot of fun. I really feel like I grew a ton. Being mentored by Boston Rob, was it's like the amount of people that are jealous of me is absurd, I'm sure. So I feel really happy about my experience there. I know I made all these simple, really easy mistakes to me, but at the end of the day, like my first time, and I hope there'll be another times. But either way, I had a blast, and I really wouldn't change anything.
Nice. And what made you decide to do the show in the first place?
Yeah, I was a big fan of Big Brother. I love reality TV, and I felt like I feel like I had kind of this chip on my shoulder. I'm like, I got something to prove. Like, there's not many people that like me on TV. My size and my, we've seen a little more nerds in the day, but we've seen more nerds in a reality TV show nowadays. But even then, I feel maybe a little underrepresented. But big thing, having a speech impediment and learning disability, I think that's something that I really proud of to talk about. Something that is kind of I think people have paused to when it comes to these shows. So I was like, I'm going to do it. If I can do it, anyone can do it. So yeah, and so I felt like I had a lot to share, and I want to do something exciting. It sounded fun, and I was like, this is my jam. I'm going to do it. It was a blast.
And what would you say the biggest challenge was?
Hmm. The biggest challenge was, I think was keeping keeping myself grounded, keeping myself my self keeping kind to myself, being patient with myself. You saw it. Like I legitimately had a panic attack on TV, and because it was really emotional, and I really let myself get dragged down in this difficult situation, and I really needed to give myself breath, give myself like take a breather, and kind of trust my instincts. So I was constantly second guessing myself, really getting on my head. So that's something I've learned. It's definitely hard, but yeah, like I said, I'm proud. It feels weird to see myself have the moment, but I'm glad that people have talked about it and have talked about their own mental health issues. So yeah, keeping that mental health in check and all that kind of stuff. That's important.
Nice. And what was your strategy going in?
Yeah, I didn't. It had very little strategy going in there's no clue what's happened. I did kind of know I wanted to play a little more a super social game, play in the middle, and also the big one is be okay with like be okay with having other people argue. Ironically, even that's my weakness. I couldn't handle people arguing, and ironically, but I remember is my game move is that Amy comes up to me and she's like, "We should do a final two," and I'm like, I don't really believe this, but I kind of want to see if Nick will kind of push herself away from Amy and go with me and Rob. So I was always super aware of like the social of my social standing of this of like how everyone stood for each other. So I want to play a really social game, and at some points, like maybe even play a game where I was able to get just live in the chaos, even though I realize now I couldn't handle the time. Now I could, but you know, putting I knew I always wanted to target off me, and that was my strategy. Keep any target off me, and I put myself right next to Rob, the biggest target in the world, so it worked out.
That is incredible. And who do you think you became the closest with while on the show?
That's a good question. It's, it's for it's retired Rob Alyssa. Mina. I just they're like two of my close friends of the world. Jordan, I'm super close with as well. But meet they some who I connected with really right off the bat. And Rob and Alyssa and Jordan were all super there for me. I had some tough times there. They've always had my back. Even in the game, like the game, yeah, you always go back to Alyssa, maybe kind of threw me under the bus with Rob, but that's the game. Like when it comes to personal things, like she was there and she's a great person, and the three of them are great people. So I left even if I didn't leave with money, I left with three great friends that I'll have forever. They're great.
And is there anything you would have done differently while on the show?
Yeah. I think I wouldn't have done it's funny the small I really did these small things. I always made sure that I that I kind of made myself seem a little less aware that I was, a little less, a little more oblivious than I was. I kind of lean into it. But my biggest regret will always be just this easy mistakes. Like really, really, really simple. Just pick 3.5. Don't pick 4. Don't try to play this middle ground. Like I'm not sure what the right decision is. I'm second guessing myself. Like I got in my own head in that happens. So I had to, just go with my gut and be confident. And so that's I realized that one, with the foot out the door was that just trust yourself, be more confident. So like they're solvable mistakes, and I feel good. If I ever do another show, which I do hope to do someday, I won't make the same mistakes. I'll make some different mistakes, but not the same ones.
Nice. And is there anyone on the show you wish you would have gotten to be closer with?
Maybe Branson, but it's ironic. It's been, the three close people will always be Alyssa, Rob, and Jordan. Even closer with Joe. We text pretty often. But Branson, me and Branson, Branson was all super understanding, always understood my position, and was like, dude, like you in a tough position, like I get it, like no harm, no foul, and he's a really funny, really nice guy. So yeah, there's like it's so crazy that the person that like the person that was the least amount of time spent in the game was someone I think is someone that at least we're not close with, but it's definitely someone I'm definitely friendly with, and someone I like to talk to more over the days.
And what's next for you?
Ooh. I don't have anything planned right now, but I feel good about my performance. I think from what I've heard, and I'm not coy about it. I've been a pretty big part of the show. People really seem to like me, so I'm hoping that this translates to other shows opportunities. It's a one lifetime opportunity. I'd be happy with this no matter what. This is most people don't get any opportunities at all for this. It's a crazy, amazing opportunity, but I would love to do another show this time I'll have the foresight of Rob, and I'll write down his notes, and I'll go in, and I'll maybe this time I'll win.
Nice. And if you could do any other reality show, what would it be and why?
It's all it's the name everyone's throwing out there. I would do the Traders. The Traders is the NBC's. It's NBC's like I think they're like they're clean the crop. It's a great show, a lot of fun. I feel like I feel like I'm a good. I feel like despite some of my reads in this game, I feel like I have a pretty good acknowledgement of like game theory and like and figuring out people who are telling truth or lying, even though maybe I screwed up with the Stephanie thing a little bit. But so I feel like I would do the Traders and Survivor someday. But for now, I'm gonna stick to my favorite channel, NBC.
That is incredible. Well, honey, I'm so proud of you. You're
Thank you.
amazing, and I can't wait to talk again soon.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day, honey.
You too. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. All right, perfect. One sec. Let me stop the recording.